Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Good morning, this is Dr. Erin, teaching universal law and spiritual truth and bringing fun to the shift in La La Land. And I know that sometimes it doesn't feel so fun. I know that life is designed for one thing, and it is for our awakening. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it is very, very hard lessons. So today's topic is called Heaven and Hell. There's a saying that a ship, like a crew on a ship, doesn't have a true crew until it goes through a storm. It is through these hard times and being, tested in ways that we come together as a true team. And that is what I believe is going on with humanity. That we are tested in ways that if you were to go up in space and look down to Earth, you would never know the amount of suffering and turmoil and things going on because it's so minuscule in the realm of the universe. But from a perspective of experience, the individual has a real relative experience here. What's going on in the world can be very fearful and very frightening. And as a species, we are all connected. And so we are like that crew going through this, this storm on this spaceship going through the universe. And so I know that as hard as everything is to experience in this lifetime, that it is designed for one thing, and it is for our awakening. There's another saying that says, all for one and one for all, right? So the truth is that the human race has no separation from itself, nor from Mother Nature or the universe. What we choose to do with energy, we all experience. We like to think, oh, you just do what you do and I'll do what I do as long as you don't harm each other. Well, that's true and not true. The reality is that we cannot not experience what everyone else is experiencing. We are connected through the collective consciousness, especially if you're an empath. Quote, people say, oh, I'm an empath. But the reality is that we're all empaths. We all feel what other people are experiencing. Whether we consciously realize that or not is a different thing, but we're experiencing heaven and hell, the use of energy for harmony or for discord. So now the choice is ours to persevere in what we truly want to experience. But the good and bad news is that we have created a vortex and a 3D experience of a relative experience, meaning that we can never truly have heaven without hell. And so the blessing and the curse is that we may always have heaven and hell. It's like sending your child off on the jungle gym when they first are old enough to go, play. The only way that they learn how to play is full free will. They have to learn how to, skin their knee as they fall and learn how to swing on the swing and be free, right? There's really you can't just hold their child's hand for the rest of their life. Like they're never going to experience the freedom. They're never going to experience growth. And we're here to grow. That's what we're here to do. We're here to use universal law. We're here to direct energy upon mind and experience heaven and hell instantaneously. So each day is that opportunity. So today's universal law is the law of oneness. We align to that. We are the law of oneness. There's actually really no aligning to it. We are that. So the law of oneness states that there is one presence, one mind, one spirit, and one life source, which is divine love. And this law connects all people, places, and things everywhere, and is the substance of life, past, present, and future. So you're energetically connected to all of life. Your individual conscious mind is connected subconsciously to the subjective mind, which is connected to the collective consciousness and the cosmic consciousness. So you are the divine individual and the universe co-creating in the most brilliant way. But the reality is that this brilliant way includes creating heaven and hell right here. So whether you want to talk about, wars or gun laws or politics, that is an individual conversation. And I'm not here to get into a political debate or into the laws from a moral and ethical standpoint. But what I know for sure is that we are all in this together. And we have to take active, inspired action to create what we want. And if we truly believe something, then we should take action around that. If we feel pain from something that we have caused and are feeling the effect upon, then that is your calling to take action. Because I know that we are creating this team here, and you are part of that team. You're not here to be just an onlooker. You're not here to be in the stands of life. You know, if a crew member of a ship just sat back, they would probably be kicked off the ship. So if you want to be an active team member and an active, captain of the ship, the reality is that spirit is the true captain. And within each and every one of us is spirit. And spirit is directing. And spirit knows good from bad. We know when we're thriving, when we're bringing harmony, and when we are bringing discord. We know that as part of our instinctual nature. And so today, I just invite you to take on the practice. We have a daily spiritual practice, and each day we get to step further and further into living our truth. So today's practice is to take 10 minutes to go within, go into meditation and find peace. Because if you can't find peace within and you can't create harmony within, then you're never going to be able to create it without. You're never going to be able to create that in your environment, in your relationships, in your workspace, in all of the above. And so your daily spiritual practice is to take 10 minutes today to go into meditation and find peace. And so today's challenge, because we are in this game of life, the daily challenge is do one random act of kindness. I know there's many acts of cruelty out there in the world. So if you want to play into creating a life and a world that you want to experience heaven here, I invite you to take and do one random act of kindness. Maybe that is giving of your money. Maybe that is giving of your service. Maybe that is just doing something like going over to your best friend's house and cleaning their place and not needing any recognition. Maybe that's saying something nice to somebody on the street. I'm not sure what that is for you, but I know that there is a random act of kindness in each and every one of us today. And maybe you want to do multiple of them today. Go extreme, go bold. And I have experienced so many amazing things in giving service and giving away. That's why I wake up early in the morning and record these podcasts, because I know the law, I know how it works. And I know that if I want to create truth and change people's viewpoints and live from a spiritually based culture, that I have to do something. And maybe there's a butterfly effect here that affects one person, that does one random act of kindness that gets reflected back to somebody else somewhere on this planet. Then I know that I've done something, and that's all I can do today. So may you live today, may you know heaven and hell, and may you choose what you want to persevere in. Knowing the law of oneness, that you are created and always connected to everything and everyone. You can't turn away. Even turning off the news, we know deep inside the remorse, the things that people are going through, the trauma, the fear. I feel it. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning with so much energy going through me, because I know that there's fear, major fear going on in the collective consciousness. But I know also that there are miracles being created right now, that there's inventions and innovations and cultures and communities and things arising. There's values being shifted, and that I know today is a divine opportunity to step further and further into our greatness. And so I know all of life is designed for one thing, and it is for your awakening, for my awakening. And so as hard as those lessons are, we either are or we're not going to awaken and come together as one human family, one spiritual entity. Spirit. And so if you don't already, please follow me. This is Dr. Erin. If you found value today in this talk and in this inspirational podcast, please like, share, and comment. Please share it with somebody that you feel may need this in their life. You can also find me at drerin.tv, and you can watch my show at drerinshow.com. You can also get my free app that has 30 guided meditations, has these 11-minute podcasts, because I want to be in your life every day. 11 minutes a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Because I know the only way we are ever going to thrive is together. So please build your community, build your tribe, make a difference out there in the world. And I know today is the day and the opportunity to awaken to living your truth. So may living your truth set you free. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I know no matter what's happening out there in the world, no matter what bad news you're reading, I know that there's just as many miracles in heaven being created right here and right now. Big hugs.